This week's G.I. Joe toy review, where today we will be looking at excuse me, the Stinger Driver. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're back. But this is the Stinger Driver. But before we get to the Stinger Driver, let's do our shout outs of the week. Starting with Healing Grace Community or Counseling Services, which I actually got their file card right here. Which I found their file card. Actually, I got a new one from Mr. Brown. Healing Grace Community Services, reaching heart, changing lives. And they're located at 133 West Boscawen Street, Suite number 30, here in Winchester, Virginia. So if you need any form of counseling, whether it be premarital, marital, or just any of the round-in-the-mill general counseling, go and see Mr. Brown. He's a very great listener, a very great person to give advice, so go ahead and give him a call. And once you leave there, you can go to Back to the Media at 41 South Loudon Street, here in Winchester, Virginia. And go and check out their video games, and they range from anywhere from the Atari, from back in the 80s, all the way up to anything that's current. I'm not too hip on video games, so I can't tell you what's current. But, go ahead and check them out. So they're a really, really good store. And then while you're in the neighborhood, go to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles on 115 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia. Go see Charles and Jack, and you can get anything you can imagine, from He-Man to G.I. Joe to Transformers, all things in between. So go ahead and check them out. Tell Charles and Jack I sent you. And then also, while you're in the area, go ahead and check at 80 Weems Lane. You can go and see Four Color Fantasies for all your comic book needs. You can get old titles, new releases, up with the current stuff, and anything for Marvel and DC and IDW and Devil's Due and Image and all that good stuff. I get a lot of my G.I. Joe, Marvel Run G.I. Joe comics from there, so go ahead and check them out. So let's go ahead and do our review on the Stinger Driver, starting with the file card, which is Elite Driver, codename Cobra Stinger Driver. File name is Farius, which is cool because he's a multiple person. Primary military specialty is infantry vehicle driver. Secondary military specialty is artillery intelligence. Birthplace is Farius. And the text reads, Cobra troopers begin in an anonymous ranks of the Cobra Army. They then try to get noticed, in a positive way, of course, by Cobra Commander, hoping that they'll be selected for a higher rank and advanced training. Cobra Stinger drivers are some of the lucky ones who trade their grunt gear for their driver's seat and a prime attack vehicle. Cobra Stinger drivers are trained in ultra-aggressive driving tactics that prepare them for battle environment from urban areas and remote wilderness. The G.I. Joe team, consider yourself warned. Never underestimate us. We'll hunt you down and drive you into the ground. That makes him sound kind of road rageful, but it's still cool. Let's take a look at his accessories, which he comes with. Typical 25th anniversary figure stand, upraised logo, Cobra logo, codenames Cobra Stinger Driver on the front. He also comes with this little pistol, which fits in the holster in the back of his uniform, which I never put it there because it's usually too thick for the uniform, but I always carry it in his hand, but that's me. He comes with the typical Cobra dagger knife. That comes with every 25th anniversary figure. And he also comes with his lattice pattern helmet, which we saw in the Bazooka Trooper. Kind of reminds me of a Python Patrol lattice. But, it is what it is. So here's the Stinger Driver. And yes, Mr. Kellogg, which I'm speaking of Byron Kellogg, a very, very special friend of the channel, which next month we'll be doing a Ninja theme month next month. But this one is also bald like the rest of the Cobra troopers and officers that I've looked at, except for Scarface. But he also has the red face mask, the black lattice pattern with the red stripes, like the Cobra Bazooka Trooper comes in. And of course, with the gray uniform, Cobra logo on the arm. Looks like a Stinger flag or some kind of flag right there. Red buckle on his belt. He's got the holster for his dagger. There's the holster for the gun. Black knee pads is kind of cool. Black boots. Just take a look at the articulation of the mighty Stinger driver, where you can roll his head full 360. Lift his arm up. That's so high. Of course, doesn't have the bulge right here, so you can't do it. He does have the battle or ab crunch, but you can't really in the wrist space. But you can't really see the ab crunch feature due to the web gear. His arm bends at the elbow. About so far. He can rotate at the elbow. Yes, so far. Rotate at the wrist. T-hook. He's got the typical metal T-hook at the legs, where you can spray his legs about so far. Lift his leg. Not so high. Double knee joint. Bend his elbow straight back like that. And you rotate his wrist. So let's take a look at Stinger driver all geared up, ready for to battle or drive the Stinger, the Cobra Stinger. So here he is, all in his rev gear or in his gear, all geared up. So hey Brian, you don't have to see his bald head anymore. But anyway, this is the Stinger driver. He makes no comic book appearances, nor does he make any animated appearances. Unlike the Stinger, which they use. Sorry, y'all. Which they use the Stinger for where you could use any of the generic troopers, any of the foot soldiers, or anybody in higher command, like Scrap Iron or Major Blood or whoever to drive it. Just as long as you can drive it, go ahead and drive it. You don't have to be a Cobra Stinger driver. But this is a very cool looking figure. I like the gray. They got a little bit away from the Cobra Blue with their foot soldiers here with this guy. But it's good to have a little diversity in color uniforms to make you stand out some. But I would rank this as a top tier figure just because any army builder to me is a top tier figure. Because those are the ones you could have many of them. And not get bored with looking at them. But I got like 5 different Crimson Guard troopers. But they're all different in their own way. But I still got 5 of them. But that's neither here or there. This ain't a Crimson Guard interview. Or Crimson Guard review. So, but this has been the Cobra Stinger driver. Tune in next week as we review the explosive ordnance trooper for G.I. Joe in TNT. But if you want to check out vintage reviews of this guy, you can check them out on ACC 788 as well as 4BX257, where they review him with the Stinger, with the Cobra Stinger. But see, here on Cobra Island, Cobra Stinger driver gets his own day in the spotlight. His tank, or not his tank, but the Cobra Stinger will come in its day in the sun here later. But go ahead and check it out. Check out ACC 788's channel as well as 4BX257's. JoeFan82 also did a version of this, so go ahead and check his channel out, as well as Sanitarian Productions. But this has been Cobra Stinger driver. Tune in next week for TNT. And as always for Cobra Island, now you know, and knowing is hit the battle. See y'all in the next one.